of this, however, gets swept away in real life, if you like, the political negotiations. You go to the WTO, you can give them statistical evidence, you can give them historical examples, they'll still say, well, we still need a level playing field. Don't you think it's grossly unfair that US and Japan have only 3% tariff and India has 33%? Now, it's very difficult to argue against this idea of level playing field because it sounds like you are in favor of unfair competition. But I would say that the level playing field is the wrong principle to apply when the players are unequal. Suppose in a football game, or what you call soccer in this country, one team is the Brazilian national team and the other team is made up of my 12-year-old daughter's school friends. I would say it's only fair that the girls attack from up the hill and the Brazilians defend from down the hill. Of course, in real life, you don't see this kind of tilted playing field. But then that's not because the idea of tilted playing field is wrong. It's because these unequal players are not even allowed to compete against each other. The Brazilians will never be allowed to, officially compete against a bunch of 12-year-old girls. It's not just the age and the gender. I mean, I gave you an extreme example, but a lot of sports have weight classes. Boxing, wrestling, weightlifting, and do you know how fine these classes are? In the lower weights of boxing, like the flyweight, bantamweight, and so on, the weight bands are basically between 2 and 3 pounds. So in boxing, you think that it is so grossly unfair that one guy who is 4 pounds heavier than another guy boxes the light guy. You make it structurally impossible by saying that these people belong to different classes and they cannot fight against each other. While in international trade, you think, of course, Honduras should compete on equal terms with the United States. I mean, this is the kind of the distorted idea that we have. So what I argue in the book is basically that global economic competition is a game of unequal players. And in this situation, it is only fair that we tilt the playing field by allowing the weaker countries to protect and subsidize their producers more vigorously and do other things that help their development, like more weakly protecting intellectual property rights. And without doing this, you can give all the lip service that you can to economic development, millennium economic development goal, lifting people out of poverty, but we will never be able to allow these countries to genuinely develop.